ISKCON Brahmacharya Jagiri Bhakti Swami Bhakti Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa 𝐒𝐰𝐬𝐳𝐝 Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Chakravarti Ananda Guri Vaishnava Vrinda Namacharya Srila Haridasa Then to her Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Sri Radha Kunda Guruvana Vrindavanda Turam Navadip Mayapunam Jagannath Puritam Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Gendis Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samadhi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Vidai Gaura Pramana All glorious assembly All glorious assembly All glorious assembly Glory to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga
Damodara Swami Maharaj ke Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We'd like to specially welcome His Holiness Srila Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj to our temple. We are very fortunate to have Maharaj around. He's a very busy person. He travels all over the world preaching the Krishna consciousness movement. Maharaj has pioneered the spread of Krishna consciousness in Africa here, and at the same time, he's doing a lot of preaching all over the world. So we are very blessed to have his association today. Let us welcome him with three shouts of Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
His Holiness Srila Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj ki
Srila Prabhupada. Over about Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. Transcendental knowledge, text number 11. Gheiyatamam prapyayanti sankataiva padamyaham mamavarman varatanti manushya partha saravasam gheiyatamam prapyayanti sankataiva padamyaham mamavarman varatanti manushya partha saravasam gheiyatamam prapadanti tamsataiva bhajamyaham mama varman vartanti manushya partha saravasam
Gheiyatamam prapadyante
Damodara.
What is this? Gheiyatamam prapadanti Ye, all who yata as mam unto me prapadyante surrender tan them tata so eva certainly pajami reward aham I mama my Bhartma part Anuvaratante follow Manushyaha all men Partha Osodoprita Sarabasa in all respects. Translation and purport by Divine Deity Bhakti Swami 𝐶𝐸𝐬𝐬. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects. O Son of Buddha. Please repeat. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects. O Son of Buddha. Report. Everyone is searching for Krishna in the different aspects of his manifestations. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence, and as the all-pervading Super Soul dwelling within everything, including the particles of atoms. But Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization, and thus anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire to have him. In the transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in the transcendental attitude, just as the devotee wants him. One devotee may want Krishna as Supreme Master, another as his personal friend, another as his son, and still another as his lover. Krishna rewards all the devotees equally, according to their different intensities of love for him. In the material world, the same reciprocations of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by the Lord with different types of worshippers. The pure devotees, both here and in the transcendental abode, associate with him in person and are able to render personal service to the Lord, and thus derive transcendental bliss in his loving service. As for those who are impersonalists and who want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of the living entity, Krishna helps also by absorbing them into his effulgence. Such personalities do not agree to accept the eternal, blissful personality of Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the bliss of transcendental personal service to the Lord, having extinguished their individuality. Some of them who are not firmly situated even in the impersonal existence return to his material field to exhibit their dormant desires for activities. They are not admitted into the spiritual planet, but they are again given a chance to act on the material planets. For those who are fruitful workers, the Lord awards the desired result of their prescribed duties as the Jagishwara. And those who are yogis seeking mystic powers are awarded such powers. In other words, everyone is dependent for success upon his mercy alone, and all kinds of spiritual processes are but different degrees of success on the same path.
Unless, therefore, one comes to the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness, all attempts remain imperfect. As is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.10. Akama sarva kamuva moksha kam udharji tibrana bhakti yogena yajita urusham param. Whether one is without desire the condition of the devotees, or is desirous of all fruitful results, or is after liberation, one should with all effort try to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead for complete perfection, culminating in Krishna consciousness. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 11 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is chapter 4, entitled Transcendental Knowledge. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
In this verse, Krishna is explaining that there is no cheating in Krishna consciousness. There is no cheating. Ye yatamam prapadyante. As you will approach Krishna, he will reward like that. Different kinds of people approach Krishna. Manusya parata sarvasaha. Everyone follows me in all respect. Everyone. Everyone means the karmis are following Krishna. Krishna is rewarding. The karmis, as 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐿 Swami said here. Who are the karmis? Sarva kama. Sarva kama. Those materialistic persons who want material gratification. They approach Krishna. Krishna said, I will reward you. The moksha karma, those who are looking for liberation want to merge into Krishna out of frustration. Text 10. Text 10. This is text 11. But text 10. Krishna told Arjuna that the different people in the past, I gave this knowledge in the past to great personalities like the sun god, Maharaj Ishwaku. I gave this knowledge to Manu, the father of mankind. They followed the process and became perfect. So if you follow the same process, you also attain what they attained in the past. You get what they have attained. But those who are not so fortunate, who will not listen to Krishna, the moksha karma, one liberation, they want to merge into Krishna because the desire to merge into Krishna is due to frustration. After trying so many things, nothing works. And why do we suffer? Because of this which we perform. Therefore, just merge into Krishna and forget everything. Just forget everything. So there's no more pain. Krishna said, yes, I will take care. I give you a chance to merge into the effulgence. And Akama. Those who don't want to merge into Krishna, they don't want sense gratification, they only want Krishna. Krishna said, yes, I will give you a chance to come to me. You also come to me. So, as you will approach Krishna, we are approaching Krishna according to what is there in our mind, what is pushing us to come to Krishna. It varies, not the same. Krishna said, yeah, no problem, come to me. I will reward you. This is Krishna. Krishna is very, very kind. He's a father. He's kind. So he takes care of everyone who comes to him. Even those who do not come to him, Krishna also still take care. That is Krishna's nature. So in this way, Krishna is saying, you should know, and all of us should know. Whatever is our situation, that is the reward of our input. No partiality. There is no partiality. Whatever is our experience in Krishna consciousness, that is the result of what we are putting into Krishna. I will reward as you approach me, as you surrender to me. I will reward like that. See, there is no cheating. Those who want mystic power from me, the yogis, want mystic power, Krishna, I will give it to you. And those who does not want to know anything about Krishna, zero. I will give you also 100% opportunity, the chance not to know me. That is Krishna. So we have different dealings with Krishna and different results from Krishna. Whatever we are getting, whatever is our situation, we should not. That is what we are putting inside. So an intelligent person who has this knowledge will not envy anybody. Will not be envious of somebody. Because what they are getting, that is what they have put in. And what I'm getting, that is what I have put in. So one who is very fortunate will try to put in sufficient investment so that I will get also, yes, sufficient result. You don't blame a person who is making millions from his business. You don't blame the person because that is the effort he's making. He has the knowledge. He has spent his time or her time to go to school, got a big degree. So he has better understanding how to go about the business. Or a person has already prepared his or her life in the past life of becoming a successful business person this time. So that even if the person doesn't go to school, he's already a billionaire. Even if you sell pure water, you become a billionaire because we have already prepared it in the past life. It is Krishna's rewarding. It is not somebody's doing. You can say, oh, somebody bewitched me, or somebody hates me, somebody. Even that, it is because you merit it. If you don't merit it, it will not happen. If you point the torch to the sun, will it have effect? Eh? Point the torch to the sun. It will have effect? Why not? The sun is billion times superior to the torch I pointed. So, a person who is superior cannot be affected by those who are inferior. That somebody is affecting me means what? The person is superior to me. So it's not the person's fault, it is my fault. You understand? It is my fault that I'm affected by this or by that. Don't blame any person, because what is happening is the result of what we have prepared ourselves, either in the past or present. We are getting what we deserve. Everybody. One is happy or satisfied, that is what we merit. And one is full of anxiety, that is what we merit. This is the knowledge Krishna is teaching. Everyone follows my path. Everyone. No one is outside Krishna's mercy or Krishna's reciprocation. No one is outside Krishna's reciprocation. Krishna will not reciprocate haphazardly. He will not just reciprocate whimsically. He's the supreme personality of Godhead. So he will reciprocate according to how we are relating with him. You don't expect that the person who is chanting 50 rounds a day to be on the same level with the person who is chanting 16 rounds, or a person who is chanting 4 rounds, or a person who is struggling to chant 1. You don't expect to have the same result. If it does happen, means what? Krishna is not perfect. He's not God. The fact that he's God, he will reward it exactly as we put in. The effort which we make, Krishna will reciprocate with that effort. So a person who is keeping the 4 Buddhist principles, is chanting 16 rounds every day, is having a fixed service, and that service is doing it with a full consciousness that I'm doing it to please Krishna. That person stands a good chance, a better chance in Christian consciousness. Meanwhile, the person who is struggling with the principles is going to the temple once a year. Right? He's going once a year, and he's going after the class has finished. The whole year, it's only once he's going, and the class has already finished. Then you expect it to get a ticket to go back to Godhead tomorrow, right? That is cheating. If it is like that, then I will not come at all. And at the end, I get my ticket to God. But that is not the process. The process is, as we put our effort into our Krishna consciousness, Krishna will reciprocate like that. I think materially people say what? Materially people say, as you make your bed, you're going to, you get a water bed. If you have a water bed, you're going to sleep on a plank. Huh? Where will you sleep? The water bed. That is what you merited. That's what we get. So if you want to get the ticket to go back to Godhead, Krishna is saying, then stick your head here in the process. Stick your head. Put your head there. Don't take your head out. Put your head there. The result will be wonderful. The result will be wonderful. So we see devotees of Krishna in different categories. Even among the perfected pure devotees, there are different categories. The categories are based on our input. So yesterday we were looking at the Bhagavatam dealing between Prithu Maharaj and Mother Earth. Mother Earth refused to provide the necessities. When Prithu Maharaj became the emperor, there were no food. People were skinny because no food. So the citizens came to pray to Maharaj, said, now you are a king, but let us tell you hunger is killing us. Do something. Do something. Want food, otherwise you will die out of hunger. So Pretty Maharaj thought about it very carefully. He thought, what is the problem? The citizens are hungry because they are lazy? No. Because they are not doing their prescribed duty? No. They are doing their duty perfectly. They are not lazy, they are hardworking. So why there's no food? He discovered more than 8 were not producing. So Prithu Maharaj took his bow and came to Mother Earth. As soon as he came before Mother Earth, she saw that the king was coming after him. How was he coming? As anger and death personified. So, to protect her, she took the form of a cow. Her intention was, he's a king, not only a king, he is an incarnation of Krishna. So he knows the religious principle that a woman should not be killed and a cow should not be killed. A sick person should not be killed. Old persons should not be killed. The children should not be killed. Brahmanas should not be killed. Cows should not be killed. You see, all the things which is forbidden in the scripture is what everybody does today. We are killing children in many ways, either by abusing them or by aborting them. There are many ways to abuse children. If we send our children to a slaughterhouse, what is that? Huh?
Which slaughterhouse?
It's an abuse. It's an abuse. We're not seeing it, but it's an abuse. But what are they going to get from there? What will they get from the slaughterhouse? If an animal is sent to slaughterhouse, what will happen to the animal in the slaughterhouse? It will be slaughtered. It's slaughtered. It will be slaughtered. So we may not see our children physically having the head cut off, but their Krishna consciousness is cut off. Is it not? You teach them how to chant Hare Krishna, right? You teach them to respect your father and mother in the school. These days they're teaching that. Last 2 years, there was one BBT conference, African BBT conference. So, after the discussion, 2 devotees, and both of them are teachers from South Africa. They said, the question. We have difficulties with our students in the classroom. What to do? So I said, what to do? You should stop teaching them. All the subjects you are teaching now, you should stop. Start to teach them morality. You should start with morality. In the beginning, this in Africa, this is what we were told, to go to school to become a responsible, better person. Yes, to go and learn how to behave. There's morality. Morality, go and learn how to behave. You are primitive. You idol worshippers. You don't know anything. Go to school so you can become a polished animal. So we foolishly went to school to be told that what? No respect for father and mother. No respect. Anything you like, do. That is what we pay money for. So I say, please stop what you are teaching. You can be teaching whatever you are teaching. You stop it. Now we should start from morality. We should teach people how to behave. If we don't train people how to behave, don't expect more than what we are experiencing presently, because that is what you are teaching them. This last year we went to Brazil and we went to school. A school, not in a house, the school, where we're supposed to learn how to behave. What did you see? First time in his life, an Indian brahmachari going to, it was like this, it's opposite. It's opposite, 100% opposite. Right? Completely opposite. From the school, this is from the school. No behavior, no character. There's no character, no good behavior. Worse than animal. So, that is what we are doing. Therefore, sending our children to that place is what? Child abuse. Is slaughtering. And we are doing that. So we should stop doing it. We should stop doing it. That is forbidden in the scripture. The protection that should be given to children is not there. Protection to be given to elderly people is not there. And the old age home is increasing all over the world. Old age home is increasing. So the scripture is put aside. And chapter 16, Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna is describing demonic qualities, and he said, Jaha Sastra Vidim Usrigya Vartate Kama Kartaha. One who Sastra Vidim Usrigya. Anyone who does not follow the scripture, anyone who is acting after the scripture, the three things will be our result. Whatever we do, we are going to get the results. Anything we do, we'll get the results. So Bhagavad Gita said, anyone who gives up following the rules and the regulations of the scripture would never attain perfection. There is no happiness, there is no supreme destination, and there is no perfection. Siddhim, there is no perfection. Sukham, there is no happiness. There is no destination, no goal of Godhead, no going back to Godhead. This is what we put in, and that is the result we are getting. All over the world, this is what we are getting. Who is happy in this world? Who is happy? Who is happy in this world? Huh? Only pure devotees. How many pure devotees do you have? How many pure devotees were? Only pure devotees? But who? How many pure devotees are there in the world? Out of 8 billion, 9 billion people on the planet. How many pure devotees are there? So like zero. If you have 2% out of 100, it's like zero. So this is our association, that we should know how are we following Krishna. We should know how are we following Krishna. We are following Krishna in the way that we are going to be rewarded with the ticket to go back home, back to Godhead, or we are following Krishna in the way we are going to merge into his effulgence, which is another punishment, or we are following Krishna just to get a material facility from him or get some mystic power from him. What are we following Krishna for? What are we following Krishna for? What is it we are following Krishna for? That should be understood, so that we can achieve the desired result, which is perfect and pure Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Comments? Question? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj, we get good results from material activities.
Yes.
Now, in Krishna activities, what are the results do we get immediately? Because the material results ginger us to work harder. But in spiritual results, we don't get immediately.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's a good question. There is those who are very wise. Those are very wise. Long distance, it will take your sweat. Short will take your blood. You understand? Isn't it? Distance is your sweat is going to take. Which one is better? Sweat. The short one, it will take your blood. Krishna consciousness, it will take time to get us purified for what we are looking for. So when we get it, we don't have to look for something else. That is Krishna consciousness. But the quickest way, the quick one, the short one, you're going to go to demigods, you're going to go to different spiritualists. Okay, you get it, facility for self-gratification very fast. But has it solved the problem? It has increased the problem. So that is not wonderful. Not wonderful. No intelligent person should follow that path. Intelligent person should follow what will give us complete and permanent freedom. That is Krishna consciousness. So we should not expect something which is very, very, very important to be cheap. And we know very well anything which is very cheap does not have value. Anything which is very cheap does not have value. Anything which is expensive has value. Therefore, you don't see thousands of people going to a diamond shop. You see thousands of people going to vegetable shop. Why? Because very cheap you can buy very cheap. But diamond, big money. That is Krishna consciousness. Diamond. You need to pay big money to get it. Therefore, it requires patience. Patience. Rupa Goswami said that. Patience. Confidence required. Confidence, yes. Patience is required to get Krishna. Self-gratification is shorter, so I can work now immediately, I get money, buy something. it will continue. This is not the first time we are doing this. We have been doing this since time immemorial. But who has been benefiting from it? We'll continue to stay here. We'll continue to stay here and repeating the same thing, life after life after life, the same thing we'll be doing. So Krishna consciousness also, he gives immediate result, immediate. He put an end to our anxiety. Immediately you take to Krishna consciousness, anxiety goes away. After some time, we bring it back. Because you start thinking, I'm not comfortable. I'm not okay. I'm satisfied now. I am Mr. This, Mr. Big. I am big, yeah, senior devotee. I'm a big devotee now. We bring back the anxiety. Because Krishna had put up the fire which was burning us before we ran down here. Immediate relief from anxiety. Krishna put it off. That is the power of Bhakti. And anyone can feel that. Any sincere person can feel that. When you come to Krishna consciousness, there's difference. Immediately. It's a relief. Very big relief. Is it not? But we need to continue the practice patiently until everything is completely wiped out. But the process of devotional service, then you can have everlasting smile. That's the everlasting. It requires heavy price. It is meant for only few people. Why few people? Because when you go to university in the beginning, you have thousands of people in the class. At the PhD point, how many people are there? 10 people. Why? Because not everybody is going to make it up to them. Only a few people. The chance is there, the classroom is there, the teachers are there. But the student who will make it up to that are not there. That is Krishna consciousness. Perseverance is very important. Perseverance. And constant practice. Constant practice. Without deviation, without the break, is the solution. So let us not look for immediate, like children. It's scriptures, it's after word. Prayer and Shreya. Prayer means immediate. Immediate. What I can get now. What I can do now to gratify. When you gratify, it will get finished. When you continue. Or like a child who doesn't want to go to school because it will take long sweat. I want to play now. If you play now without going to school, you have no future. But if we use our time to go to school after 5 years, what are you? Graduate, see my certificate, give me a job. I need 200,000 as my salary. Yes, isn't it? That's my salary. I need this. And if you're a politician, you decide how much you want to get. Isn't it? So we should not be children, we should not be babies, like you should be adult. Adult will go to school and spend some time and get the good qualification. When you have good qualification, you know you have a good future. You can depend on that. You can be happy. That is Christian consciousness. So whatever amount, whatever sacrifice we do in Christian consciousness to become Christian conscious, what to do? We should do it. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Thank you. Something else? Very Krishna. Happy to see you. Very Krishna. Yes? Very Krishna.
You mentioned about the slaughterhouse.
Is it not a slaughterhouse? You don't know. You should know.
So really, what can we do now? Since it's a slaughterhouse, we cannot get anything. So what can we do?
Do something. If you're hungry, what will you do? If you are hungry, what will you do? Eh?
I find the food and I eat.
So, if you have a problem, what to do? Find solution. There's always a solution to all problems. Only a lazy person will not have solution to the problem. Only a lazy person doesn't have solution. You should find solution. Find solution. There's solution.
Me or the government? Me or the government?
You wait for government, it will be million lifetimes. You should do it. Should do it. All over the world, people are making effort in their Christian consciousness. All over. People are making a lot of effort in their Christian consciousness. They are making a lot of effort. And they're getting the result. Both materially, spiritually, they're getting the result. They're succeeding. I have a friend who, a devotee, say devotee. Went to school, graduated, worked, made money, became a devotee. And now he's thinking, so what to do? There's so many projects going on. Okay, I would like to have a school to train our children so they will not go to slaughterhouses. It is not his guru who told him to do that. He used his head. He used his head. Because he's a devotee, he's a human being. He used his head. And he's doing it. He has a school. And he told me, can you bring our children from Africa? It's free. But you have to pay the ticket to them. Did you hear what I said? Is that a solution or not? Is it a solution? So if your child is a devotee, you should send it there. If your child is a devotee. Is it not true? If your child is a devotee, send him there. You train free. Become a good devotee and become also a qualified person in many fields. Qualified, both materially, spiritually. So even if you want to work outside, you can work. If you want to continue devotion, you can continue. But they will train the child. That's the solution. A devotee did, not a demon. It's a devotee who did. This is a Hare Krishna devotee like all of you. Right? Yes, Prabhu. Is it a solution?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
My question is, why is it very difficult to realize that my child's life is truly the truth? People find it very difficult to understand.
Because you are not suffered enough. If you suffered enough, you realize that you come to, why am I suffering like this? That's the beginning of Christian consciousness. That's the beginning. And Krishna will bring you here. The moment you come to this point, when the 𝐂𝐴𝐺𝐻𝐻𝐸 said, Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyawan give, that's what it means. Bhagyawan, Bhagya. When one becomes fortunate, at that point, why am I suffering like this? The next moment you get connection with Krishna consciousness. Then we start the training. Says, That is the main reason for punishment. Punishment is to help correct our head so we can think properly. It's not to kill. It's for correction. Punishment, chastisement is for this purpose. Yes, sir. Ananta, sir.
Yes, His Holiness Maharaj, talking about the slaughterhouse, I want to know the condition of our devotees in war-torn country like Ukraine and Russia for now. Hare Krishna.
So many devotees many devotees are making a lot of effort in helping devotees. One of our God brothers, 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐬, is from Ukraine. He has a farm community. At this time, every devotee who is suffering left the city, they came to stay in it. They came to stay with him. People saw the importance of what Prabhupada had been saying. Farm community. They saw it. It is happening. I appreciate it. So he asked me a question. When this problem was at the peak, the devotees who survived, they came to him. But now the situation is down, they are all going back. So what to do to keep devotees in that environment? This is the question he asked me. So Krishna is helping, Krishna is protecting. But he reciprocated according to how we surrender to him. Reciprocation. That is Krishna. Reciprocation. He reciprocating. How we want him to help us, he's doing it. The problem is that when we get the result, we should blame him. Why you do this? Without forgetting that this is what we request of him. This is what we request of him. He's doing that. All right? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, if you look at it today, the whole world is in delay, in confusion, a lot of suffering. People are not happy. I, for one, I see it to be, is it because humans have forgotten the primary assignment to serve? Is that why they are suffering?
Yes, we are suffering because we are not God conscious. We are not more God conscious. We are not following what Bhagavad Gita is teaching. If you follow the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, no suffering. You will have Vaikuntha life to live. We are not following. Even those of us who have been made fortunate to come in contact with this philosophy, how are we living these teachings? How are we living the teachings? We're taking it very seriously as our life and soul. We're putting the whole of our energy into it, or we are still hanging. Many are still hanging. So it's our problem that we are not following what Krishna asks us to do. He has given so many scriptures, so many varieties of literatures for different levels. He has given all scripture in the mode of ignorance, scripture in the mode of passion, scripture in the mode of goodness, transcendental literature. Krishna has given all according to all of us in this material world, according to scripture, we are in these three categories: ignorance, passion, and goodness. Krishna has given scripture for all. That means he has provided facility for all of us. How are we taking advantage of what he has given? That is the problem. That is the problem. We are not following. That is our problem. We should follow. You understand?
understand. So, that is to say, if as a human I'm able to understand that I've been created to serve and to follow Krishna with all my heart, to love him, to think about him, to remember him all the time, all this mystery that humans are going through today, I'm not going to pass through. That is what it means. And
yes, suffering is not natural. Enjoyment is natural. Suffering is not natural. Enjoyment is natural. So if we stop the process of suffering, we'll enjoy. That's how we'll get. The process of suffering is a materialistic way of life. That's the process of suffering. The process of enjoyment is to follow Krishna consciousness. If you follow Krishna consciousness, you will enjoy. You'll be happy. That's all.
Hare Krishna, His Holiness. I want to ask a question. Is an ignorance a fool?
Yes, ignorant person is a fool. Ignorant person is a fool. It's a foolish person. Ignorant means you don't know. A person who doesn't know is a fool. Right? Yes, sir.
Your Holiness.
Now, if you are destined to become a wealthy man materially, and you are now a pure devotee, just like yourself, how will the money come? How will the wealth come?
When as I see me, what do you see?
Embodiment of goodness.
Do you see me as a poor person? Huh? You see me as a poor person? I'm very wealthy. Don't know? Wealthy. You don't see the cars that follow me from Benin here? How many cars? How many? That poverty? Is that poverty? How many temples we have in Nigeria? Huh? Is that poverty? Is that poverty? Is that poverty? Huh? Is that poverty? Renunciation is opulence. Renunciation is not poverty. It's a wrong understanding. People think that renunciation means you are a beggar, wretched person. Look at my daughter. Is it poverty? Is poverty? Last month I was in Mauritius. I was telling them, I will see, every day I'm using new cars, every day, different cars, every day. Is that poverty? Every day, different car, not one. I don't use one car for 2 times, one. Every day, one car. 30 days. That means I use 30 cars for 30 days. Renunciation is opulence, not poverty. Yes. See, poverty is karma. Let me say, that's a Rupa Goswami. Poverty is karma. It's karma. Yes. Wealth. What is? Whatever you are, it will be there. It will be there. Hare Krishna.
Like what you said, I just want to say something about it. Being that Krishna is the originator of everything, is the creator. He owns everything. Only there's nothing in the whole wide world that he does not have. And I'm following Krishna, I am rich. Is that so? Am I correct?
Not just theoretically. Not just theory. I give practical example. 4 cars folded from here. 4. How many people travel like that in Warri here? You know who travel? All the government officials. There are very few. Yes. Not just theory, not just philosophy, reality. He's only about Teacher Maharaj. He was in the radio, television, Mauritius. So they were interviewing him. So I was the business people who were there. He was asking all the business people, how much do you spend in a month? They said, how much? He said, how much you spend? So the money you spend, I spend 3 times the money you spend in your company. 3 times more than that. Is that poverty? Prabhupada told one of his disciples, he's following the Bhakti Damodara. 𝐤𝐻𝐿 means money. Isn't it? 𝐤𝐻𝐿 means money. Poverty, that is your life. You're not in 𝐤𝐻𝐿. You're not in 𝐤𝐻𝐿. 𝐤𝐻𝐿. Gulab jamun, sandesas, rasgullas, pizzas, rasmalai, sandesh, badams, paneer, sabjis, varieties of sabjis. And this feast, you know, they have in the kitchen there. Is that poverty?
No.
What is? And you eat it 2 times. Is that poverty? No. That is worth. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that. No poverty here. Because we're not paying bad karma. We're paying good karma. Everything, wealth. Yes, sir.
Maharaj, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
The question David asked is generating some other questions
Okay.
which other people are asking. He said, if he is destined to be rich, can he be a guru? Then you answered,
Yes.
if he's destined to be rich, then yes, you now enunciate riches in your own level. 4 cars follow you. The other rich man in his position, 4 cars of different mentality will follow him. It's a build-up from your previous relationship with Krishna that has brought you to this level. And is it also not a build-up of the other person rich according to David or wealthy? That
Yes.
there is disparity.
We have already discussed karma. We already discussed. As we surrender to Krishna, this Krishna reward like that. We already discussed that. Yes. We are getting what we sow. What you have planted, that is what we are getting. So we mentioned that intelligent person will not envy somebody because I know you are in that position, you merited, you work for it, you are there. And I'm not there because I didn't work for it. Therefore, I should work for it to be there next time.
In your position, you are happy as a devotee, pure devotee. You are happy. In the position of the other David's wealthy man, in his heart, is in anxiety. But outwardly,
He has already.
Yes.
That is material. But if you say devotee,
that is why the difference is there.
if you say devotee, you'll be happy.
Uh-huh.
If you know the devotee, frustration and anxiety, sleeping in the same bed with him. Cannot. He prayed not to wake up from bed the next day, even though there's so many facilities are there, physical facilities are there. Like Bill Gates. Bill Gates is suffering from loneliness. What he's suffering from. Although there are thousands of servants all there to attend to anything he wants at any time, but he still feel lonely. Because the inside is lonely, so the outside also be lonely. No material thing will satisfy the soul. It is Christian that will satisfy the soul. No material thing can satisfy the soul. So people are making a big mistake to think that if I get money, I'll be very happy without Christian consciousness. There's only billionaires in the world. Are they happy people? They are committing suicide. And the prostitute who have sex every day, are they the happiest people in the world? I mean, miserable people. So no material thing can make someone happy. It's only Christian consciousness. So this should be understood. Then we are on the way to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Damodara 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐢